we'll try again, and hopefully I got it right this time. Let's see. Come on. There it is. Alright. Perfect. And yeah. Alright, cool. And the stream's up and the chat's up and we're all good to go. Cool. Well, hello everyone and welcome to round 4 of the F5 Championship here on PSGL. I am K97, your commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at the Las Vegas Strip circuit for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. For the very first time here in PSGL, of course. This track, of course, was introduced into the formal calendar just about a week or so ago. Produced some interesting events that occurred over the course of the weekend. Not that a certain manhole cover was detached or anything. But anyway, it's a 3.853 mile racetrack that consists of 17 turns around the iconic landmarks here in Las Vegas. It also has the second longest straight on the F1 calendar down the back straight of the boulevard, which stretches about 1.1 miles or 1.9 kilometers. 2 DRS zones around here, one at the boulevard and the other one is at the exit of turn 4 leading onto Koval Lane towards turn 5. We will see some interesting little shall we say gamesmanship. Tends to be like that here in Las Vegas in terms of what I've seen from the virtual side of things. But hopefully we'll get some interesting racing overall. It is a very fast track, of course, about as fast as jet in terms of its average speed. So the only difference is that it's got a few more heavier braking zones. Now, before we go fully focused into this quali session, there is some news to go through from last time at Hungary. Of course, we weren't around last week because of a break. First incident was involving Paul Power, I believe it is. Quali ban that he got that he'll have to serve in the next round. I'm guessing he is not here. I'm guessing he's...
Pocarella is here.
Oh, Pocarella is here? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it says Paul Power. Okay, I didn't know that was Pocarella. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's who it is, if it's a Mercedes.
Yep. Anyway,
I figured it was to talk about.
Yeah, no, he's got a qualifying ban. I just noticed that.
Obstruction, yeah.
Yep, and Haribo's got a 5-second penalty that will be served for this upcoming race. But that's it in terms of news. I can now introduce the commentator that's kind of been doing a lot of the work, Rando. Good evening to you. First off, what do you make of the circuit here in Las Vegas? What are your thoughts about it?
Don't hit manual covers and it's grand. It's not good for qualified. I don't like it as a quality track. Racetrack, it can be a bit decent because overtaking is kind of easy, especially on the game. But for qualifying, it is quite a horrible track, especially coming up here to turn 7, which Riggs is about to come up to. The Spears section, it's just a lot of blind corners. This chicane is very awkward to get on the throttle because you're constantly at an angle, so it's very awkward to get traction down. And then you have a couple more blind sweeping corners coming down here. As you exit the sphere, you don't really notice it in the game, but you got a couple blind sweeping corners there. You can easily clip the wall or lose the rear. And then you come now to the strip, which is just put your foot flat on the ground, open some DRS, and hope your car doesn't get sucked into the ground by a manhole cover, like Carlos Sainz. But Riggs in the Ferrari, he might see the same fate. But it's a real long straight. You're hitting well over 350 kph on this. And then you come up to a very heavy braking zone, and you come up to a couple of nice little corners here, quick successive corners, challenging but satisfying corners, I like saying that. And then you come up to Martin Brundle's favourite corner of all time, turn 17. Why it's favourite, I don't know. You literally just do a tiny turn of your wheel, and Riggs starts off with a 31-0.
Yeah, with this sort of track, it's a bit interesting. It's going to be interesting for drivers that run obviously no assist. As you mentioned, that chicane where the sphere is. There are braking boards in real life around that area, but in the game, there aren't braking boards around there for whatever reason. So the drivers will have to really guess where to brake. And as you mentioned, of course, there are a lot of fast sections down Sands Avenue, which is at turns 10 and 11. Reaching to turn 12 before going to Boulevard, I find that to be one of the more trickier corners of the racetrack. And speaking of someone that's just gone off, that was Andrea just going off the bits.
He's
There.
having a lap, so I think he's.
Oh, Pocarel actually just did a time there, 1:31.5. I thought he did.
No,
Maybe
might
that's
not
a
be
different
him then.
person. Okay.
Yeah, it's confusing when the Discord name is not the same as their PSN name, but that's not for us to deal with. We just talk about the race. That's for the stewards to deal with. But on board with the other variety of Lakitu, he has so far not got his car sucked into the Las Vegas ground and been abducted by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but he's coming up to that corner now anyway. Turn 12, takes a bit of that curve, which is going to hurt his acceleration here. He'll open the DRS as he comes for this turn 13 corner. Why it's considered a corner, I will never know. But he survived the manhole cover, he survived the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he lives to finish this lap hopefully. Coming up now to the difficult break zone into turns 14, 15 and 16. He's very tight to the wall, very committed there, very nice for those corners. And now your foot is flat to the ground there. There's no DRS here, thankfully, otherwise there would be airplane crashes every race here. You come now to Martin Brundle's Wet Dream, and he sets a 132 free. Dave is going to be the
he doesn't
last...
stop. He doesn't stop there like Kitu. He did not even stop at all going into turn 1. He just went straight on. Dear,
Did he hit the wall?
Yeah, I just literally watched him. He was going straight on into the barrier at turn 1. He's got no front wing, as you can see.
As Astro gets a pelt for collision with Cherno. They're coming into the pit lane. So I wonder what's happened there. Is that going to instigate a restart when this grid is over? But yeah, I'm guessing Lakitu was too happy going through turn 17 that he forgot everything else. But Billow's going to be the last to set a lap at the moment. Soapbox still in the pits. It might be Soapbox actually.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing they must have collided at the pit lane. I don't think that shouldn't trigger a restart. I mean, if that's what's happened, that's what's happened. I mean,
Billow, last week's winner on track, lost it due to pit lane infringements, due to crossing the white line on entry and exit twice. Lost it, so it was Owen, who's currently P2, who took his maiden win here in F5. I think everyone's on in laps at the moment.
Yeah, one car's on
PGS Lucas, I think that's a new name we have here tonight. If I'm not mistaken, unless someone's changed their name. In which case, why are you making my life more confusing?
Yeah, I'm just looking through the standings. Yeah, I have noticed, Eon was the race winner. And because of Billow's penalty, he got demoted to P3. Actually, we'll go over the stays about a little later. I kind of forgot about that, if I'm totally honest. But let's see. Let me see if I can find anyone on track who's on a lap. I don't think anybody is. There's 2 cars on outlaps, being Riggs, who set a really blistering time, by the way, with a 1:31.0. That's very quick, especially for a banker lap. We'll see if anyone can maybe challenge that. Eon isn't too far away. He's about over a 10.5 away. Brandock's our current championship leader, is about 3/10 off. Well, less than 3/10 off of Riggs. Right now we're on board with Andreo as he's getting ready to set his flying lap shortly. As you can see, he's just braking, accelerating at the same time, just gets some tire temperature down the Las Vegas Boulevard. Alright, we'll actually ride along with them. Just see how it goes. We'll take a bit of more of a guided tour around here in Las Vegas. Heads down Harmon Avenue, and we'll begin his next flying lap. As you see, he's got the battery switched on around 17, and we'll head down the main straight. Of course, it's very short down the pitch straight here in Vegas. Down to turn 1, turn 2. Of course, it seems like 2 corners, but they actually are 1 and 2, and this is 3 and 4. Very tight corners around there. Now down Koval Lane with the DRS wide open. Heads up towards now turn 5, braking just before the 50 board, down to 3rd gear as he heads around turn 5. Now heads towards turn 6 and 7, which will be where the iconic sphere is on the left-hand side. There it is. Through 8, and then into turn 9. Very slow 90-degree turns, which is very Herman Tilke-esque. Now heads down Sands Avenue towards the Venetian Hotel, which is that building on the left-hand side. Around 10 and 11, and then we'll break just about 100 meters down to third. Clips a lot of the curve. That's something you cannot do anymore. They actually did an update with this curve. A lot of drivers used to cut a lot of that curve and get away with it. Now you can't anymore.
Oh, he's got so much traffic here.
Yep, down the strip. He's got a bit of a tow from his teammate, so that will help him out a little bit. Now through the iconic hotels of Las Vegas. Caesar's Palace, Paris, Las Vegas. Oh, dear, that's an Aston!
That's a quality ban for Astro.
Oh.
That's...
Oh, he's not happy about that either.
Yeah, Dreho, I think that's... Dreho's... I mean, yeah. I don't think we need to serve a query onto that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Definitely was parked on the racing line at the braking zone of turn 14.
He was parked on the apex and the racing line.
Yeah. That's it.
That's actually impressive, like...
Yeah, that's the heaviest braking zone of the racetrack. Riggs, meanwhile, goes back into pit lane.
And, like, he turned in as Andrell tried to avoid him. Oh, I think he just realized last second that Andrell was coming, tried to get out of the way, and just made the situation worse for himself. Meanwhile, I'm on board. Providox is about to come down the strip, very close to the wall on 12. With deep on braking and almost took his front right wheel out with him. But he survived that. He's right now through the strip. There's no one to give him a tow, unfortunately.
But he is half a second up.
Parked in the apex and the braking zone simultaneously here. Looks like he will be grand here anyway. Clips the wall there slightly. You can hear that. There's definitely an audible cue of him hitting the wall.
Oh, he definitely did there. I did hear the first one. I saw the second one though.
Yeah, he's using as much of the racetrack as he can and more, but it seems to things, and it's worked for him anyway. He's up to P3 right now. Only slightly down in his time through the first sector.
Yeah, just out of his. It was out of his team, and now Frankus in the Alpha Tag goes to P4 with a 31.294.
Frankie's actually making his return. One of last season's race winners making his return. Double race winner, if I remember right, actually, Frankish.
Okay, so you're very familiar with him then. Damien, meanwhile, is up by 3 tenths to the first sector.
Owen backs out.
Owen backed out, eh?
Yeah, back down the final corner. But Damien could be taking official pole here if his progress is consistent for the final 2 sectors. Not many corners to go, but there's a lot of lap time to be gained.
Yep.
We'll see him split now through sector 2.
He's still
up. It's going to be close with provisional pole here, potentially. He just needs another attempt to take it off Riggs.
Yeah,
a bit deep there, off 14, but navigates the rest of that section well. It's now just pure car power. Just a bit of a turn on the steering wheel through turn 17, the most overrated corner of all time.
And he's gone into the 30. He's actually gone into the 30s.
We're into the 30s.
1 minute 30.943. It's just crazy how much top speed they'll get down that strip. Reaching speeds of about nearly 220 miles an hour.
Oh dear, Billows. We've got another.
Oh dear, there's a lot more cars over there.
Yeah, Billow.
Did he get impeded?
Gonna be, yeah, Cherno was parked on turn 14, and Billow, I think, was on a lap. He was 2 tenths up.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but Billow did look like he was on a lap.
Oh dear. Well, I guess that's 2 quality incidents we've somewhat caught.
That's not our decision anyway. We wait for this. We just commentate. Stewart's decide on that. But yeah, we are in a bit of a waiting phase now. Everyone's getting ready for one last dash. At it, it's pretty close grid by the looks of things. The second separates the top 14, and then Cherno's just out of that. Brad Dogs almost spawned entering the pits. He was Tokyo drifting through the pit lane.
I didn't quite catch that, unfortunately, but I'm guessing he must have lost the rear going into the pits.
Yeah, he did a half burnout, essentially, is what he did.
Oh, right. Well, thankfully he's still in qualifying, I guess. Yeah,
it would just be from wing damage if he hit the wall.
Yeah, Damien's the only guy out on track at the moment. Currently staying in pole position. Oh, well, I just saw him come out, yeah. I just saw his outlap indicated. But, yeah, now Damien's going to pit lane. Yeah, less than a tenth up on Riggs. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that they still got the Las Vegas livery from Ferrari still in the game. I really like that livery too.
I'm disappointed that it's only the Ferrari that has the Vegas livery. Like half the team's delivery, and only Ferrari get in the game.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Andrea is going to be very upset by the fact that he's not the first guy out. That Honda goes to Lakitu, so less screen time for Andrea, unfortunately.
Yeah, everyone's starting to come out of the pits, I'm seeing
the
too.
downside is Lakitu is going to run into a lot of traffic here, probably.
Well, as long as he takes his time at the strip, he'll be okay.
Oh, I don't know, because there's going to be a lot of backing up or reordering, because you do not want to be close to a car for the first half of this lap. You do not want to be close to a car until you reach the strip, because the amount of dirty air you get, it's a lot of high-speed corners, awkward and blind corners. The key part, as there is a conga line forming at the sphere.
Yeah, there is. I could see that on the mini-map.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. They want a gap. A few cars have a gap, but it's going to be interesting. But well, folks, everyone is out on track now to try and take pole position. We'll go on board with Lakitu, who's currently 16th at the moment. So we'll see.
Oh, he missed the braking zone. Yep, well, he locked up going into the first turn.
He has time anyway to restart. So Andrea will retake his honor of being the first one to do the last lap as per usual. He is backing up. He is backing up the pack. Is he trying to get the Alfa Romeo to get ahead of him? It's Soapbox ahead of him, behind him.
He's still trying to brake accelerates. He's just trying to get the temperature.
He wants the slipstream. He wants the slipstream for the last part of the track, but he's gone now. Meanwhile, we have about 5 wide happening on the strip. We could be getting some incidents here, but we'll focus on Andrea. P12 at the moment, 9/10 off pole. Just 3/10 gave for him, and he will be P7. So, folks, actually, it won't be P7. It's just that close. But here we go, Andrea. Scott's underway. Navigate the first 2 corners very well. We'll see his sector split very shortly. We won't actually, because the sector split's a bit weird here, but navigates turn 5 well, leaves a decent margin, a bit of a kick out on the rear, but all is well. Coming out to the sphere section here for 6 and 7. Navigating the chicane very well, very easy with the troll there. It's a very easy to lose traction there. Running down now to what I would say is the most difficult part of the track, these blind sweeping corners of 10 and 11, because it's just easy to get unsighted and hit the wall. Goes a bit wide off 11 and it's drifting through 12, and that's going to cost him majorly. That's cost him so much. His acceleration is going to be horrible here through the strip.
Soapbox also is behind him, by the way. We'll keep an eye on him.
Lakitu missed the flag.
Yep, so that's it for Lakitu's qualifying. Andrea, he has lost time. He's down, or he's not down. He's up by just over a tenth and a half. But yeah, he lost about nearly 2/10, I'd say.
Oh, he rides the curb there.
Yeah, Soapbox was by 10th, but we'll see if Andrea is backing out of the lap, so he will not go further into the lap. All right, Soapbox will be the next one to cross. He'll come around the foul turn. He goes fifth fastest. He found time in that foul. Yep, his teammate across the line. He goes ahead of him by 0.003 of a second, separating those two.
Light Boss half a second up, coming to the line up to P4. Profdox is down.
Oh yeah, he's down. He's going into the pit lane. Same with that McLaren in front of Eon. So that's it for their qualifying. Meanwhile, though, Daniel's coming next across. Goes P2. Riggs, though, can he get him?
Doesn't improve.
No, he doesn't.
Backed out.
Damien's backed out of the lap. Can anyone else challenge?
Down.
Brandox,
I don't think so.
Is Brandox down? I think he's pushing still. No, he's going back into pit lane.
No, everyone's down. Everyone's down.
Smalley balls across the line. He goes only 10th place. Lucas is retired, and
P3 for Brandox.
P3 for Brandox.
It slipstream through the pits.
He just got only up to P3. I thought it looked like he was backing out from the way he was from the way the car was going, but I guess not. But no one could challenge Damien for pole.
Damien has damage.
Oh, interesting. Top 15 though, separated by over a second. a really close qualifying. But Damien gets pole position here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah, that last one in qualifying, loads of drivers couldn't get it done. Most of that is probably down to how poor everyone's outlap was. Probably that would be my best guess. And also the track marbles probably made it impossible for some of these quarters, as someone's wing has exploded on the strip. Someone hit the manhole cover.
Oh.
I think a Williams hit the manhole cover. I just went on board with Briggs, and the Williams behind him just disintegrated in front of him.
Well, with that life bat, I'm guessing.
Probably. But
Okay.
Damien is on pole for Vegas. Riggs will accompany him on the front row. Brandock's P3, Owen P4, Lifebelt 5th, Profitox 6th, all Alfa Romeo 4th row with Billow and Soapbox. Frank Keish on his return is 9th. Smalley Balls is 10th. Pokerell is 11th. Lucas is 12th. Andrero is 13th. Astro is 14th with a potential grid penalty. Cherno is 15th. Daniel 16th. And Lakitu finishes off the grid in 17th.
Pretty close between third and fourth, about nearly 15 thousandths as well. Yeah, very close qualifying overall here at Las Vegas. Something that I tend to see a little bit here. But yeah, another thing too with this track though, you got cold tire temperatures to deal with because of how cold the. Oh, I guess we're gonna make another lobby.
Restart.
Really?
Because of the grid penalty for Astro.
What? That. Okay, okay, whatever.
They collided while going to the pits, so that's
Okay,
fair
okay. I'm just gonna say that. That's the. Okay, whatever. I just feel that's a bit BS, but whatever.
Charles agreed to restart.
Alright. Whatever.
So I'm guessing they just tapped on the restart on the in lap.
Yeah, I know that. We saw the grid penalty pop up, but like.
They give grid penalties for the very light stuff here, so if Journo's saying
yeah, but that's only for one person though. It's like if it's multiple people that get affected, I understand.
I mean, it does affect Astro's starting position. Like he is low down, but he didn't qualify last, so I have to make it fair. He qualified 14th. He does deserve to start 14th. If it is just an incident rather than a deliberate action.
Alright, whatever. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and get back to the lobby then. I just got my invite back. Do you have an invite?
Yeah, I'm joining now.
Alright, cool. Well, I guess while we're at it, I didn't mention this before, but we didn't go over the standings. I'll go over that real briefly for you. It's quite tight between the top three at the moment. Brandox is leading the championship with 28 points. He's ahead of Rakes by 2 points, who has 26. Then third is Damien with 20 points. Bill in fourth with 19, along with Lifebound. That's the... Actually, multiple drivers are tied for fourth position, as a matter of fact. Andreo and Smollyballs are tied for fourth in the Drivers' Championship. Constructors-wise, it's Red Bull that's leading the way by just 1 point over Haas. They have 38 points, Haas has 37, and Williams with 27. Ferrari with 26 in fourth, and Alpine in fifth with 20. But Alpine looking decent with Damien on pole, though, for this Las Vegas Grand Prix.
I mean, just to say one thing, in F5, Alpines usually take pole, but don't convert. They took the first 4 poles and didn't convert a single one last season. And only 1 pole was converted last season, and that was done by Frank Keish and Jeddah.
Interesting.
Pole does not equate to wins here.
I remember it did at least briefly though. In last season, I commentated F7. Usually it would be by the 2 drivers we have, Brandox and Provitox. Yeah.
Provitox is a very dominating career, while F5 last season was very tight.
Oh no, F7 was tight as well. No, they had a very tight grid during qualifying and the race itself. But Provitas was just the better driver just because he was the most consistent out of anybody. He didn't have a great quality pace overall, but he had probably one of the best race paces out of anybody. Just kept out of trouble and whatnot. Yeah, Brandok. So I think he was like the leader of that department in terms of pole positions, because like I think he
Actually,
got.
Brandox has converted pole here.
Oh, oh yeah, I remember now.
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah, funny enough, he did that last season as well. He got pole at Japan last season too.
Well, it's been Riggs and Damien the other two poles, and they failed to convert both times.
Mm.
Didn't even get actually, yeah, that was the start. You didn't even get a podium. I think Frank Keish and Rara once were the only ones to get a podium for pole. If I remember correctly, I'm actually going to check that. They have last seasons. They don't. Okay, but Frank Keish is definitely the only pole to win. I think Rara in. Jeez, I don't remember last season's calendar. It was the second race. Got third from a pole. But we're waiting now just for like the grid to be made up. We're waiting on one more driver, I'm pretty sure, because it's 17.
Yeah, 17 for this grid.
Okay, so we're waiting on one.
Yeah.
And then we can get started.
Out of the
we
whole
have 25 laps.
Yeah, out of the whole top 5 though, there's only one driver in the F7 championship that's in there, and that's Riggs, of course. Was in P2. Yeah, he's actually seemed like he's been more consistent. Like I remember, like the latter half of the season, he had a little bit of issues in terms of getting into a bit of trouble and whatnot. But it seems like he's been off to a decent start. Podium at Japan, then he finished 4th in both Qatar and Hungary, it seems. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandox too. How can I forget him? I just mentioned him. Yeah, of course he's leading the championship.
Of course, would it not be typical for the one person who can't get in is the actual pole man?
Yeah, we are missing him.
That is actually that is just typical. It's Damien who can't get in.
And Cherno has not even gone into his car. Another thing too, well, if he can't get in for whatever reason, then that means what? Riggs would start on pole then, because he was second on the grid.
It'd be the equivalent of Charles Leclerc in Monza a couple years ago.
Well, I suppose. Yeah, sure, we got the whole grid set up, but just we'll wait on Cherno to get into his car, and then yeah, of course, as we're saying, Damien still has yet to even join the lobby. But yeah, gonna be interesting though how everyone will manage around Vegas. Like, it's not the most grippiest track in the world, considering A, it's a street circuit, and B, this race, as we know, took place in November. And Vegas tends to get cold in November, so yeah, track temperatures will be quite cold, maybe around 15 or 20 degrees, as we saw in real life.
Yeah, fortunately you don't get too impacted by track temperatures. In this game, we're still waiting on our pole man.
I mean, I feel like it's noticeable. I mean, if people complain about how it's not so grippy with Las Vegas, I feel like that's the reason why. I mean, if
Probably
you think
we don't see about half the grid doing donuts in the turn one like we saw in real life, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think he's joining. He's joining now. Fingers crossed we get our pole man.
Hopefully.
I mean, this would be the most Damien thing to happen to Damien. Just knowing his luck last season, this would be a very Damien-esque thing to happen.
He's here.
Is he?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, we're sorted.
All right, good.
We've got our grid, fortunately.
All right. So I guess
no
we'll
one got abducted by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I just show how ridiculous this stuff was with Vegas. By the time FP1 started, I was about to leave my house to go to the other side of Ireland to get a plane. FP2 started by the time I landed in Amsterdam.
Yeah, by the time
just
FP...
show how long on the gap was I had to go from my house to Galway City, then get a bus from Galway City to Dublin Airport, then go through Dublin Airport, get on my flight, fly to Amsterdam, land in Amsterdam, got out, and FP2 was just about to start.
Right. Well, for me, kind of like I said to you before we got on air, I of course was there, but I was only there for 2 days. I wasn't there for the race, but I was there for what happened on Thursday. And yeah, basically when they delayed it, it was supposed to FP2 was supposed to start at midnight local time. It ended up being 2 a.m. and by 1:30 a.m. they told us to get out. So I went back to my hotel whilst FP2 was happening. It was honestly one of the most dysfunctional days I've ever dealt with in terms of event in my entire life. It was that bad.
But yeah, now everyone, please remember your setups. That's the only one you get.
Yep. Setups and yep, make sure you got whatever strategy you want to do. Of course, there is no formation lap as it always has been in PSGL for quite some time. Yeah, just remember to do that. What do you reckon everyone will do here in terms of strategy?
Finish the race.
Besides finish the race, like what tire do you think they'll start on?
I mean, they now have options of all the tires since they don't have any used tires for qualifying, so you might see a soft come out.
True. Honestly, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see that because remember that the tires they are using is the softest in the Pirelli range. So yeah, we could see them use soft tires. I feel like the hards though would not be the greatest tire to use for this occasion. But we'll wait and see.
But we're about to get underway. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are away in Las Vegas. And it's a good start from the pole man. Lots of hard tires actually noticing. Damon's going to keep the lead at the turn 1. Is Rick's going to try and go power, but
oh,
Damon
someone's gone off a little bit. That's Smalley Balls. Well, lots of cars off the road, and we've got a virtual
VSC?
safety. It's a virtual safety car. Few cars just went off the road.
How many penalties?
There's at least 5 of them. Daniel's got a penalty. Smalley Balls. Oh, and Frank's
more.
Yep, quarter cutting penalty for
Frankie's has 10 seconds.
So he's got 2 5-second penalties he has to serve. Oh,
Here you go.
Yeah, I noticed that there were a few cars that just went off the road.
I don't think this is a VSC.
No, it is.
Is this?
No, it is a VSC. Now we're back under green.
Green. Okay.
Yeah.
I was only getting a yellow flag. I was getting VSC, but we're on the way again after whatever that was. Expect there to be a few cars in the pits anyway after all those penalties. But Damien's maintained his lead, but we're about to come onto the strip now. Is Riggs getting very, very close to him? Is he going to go for it? He's going to burn it anyway. Owens moved up into third, actually got ahead of Brandox. And Riggs is going to go for the lead here. He pulls out the slipstream of the Alpine. They're going to go wheel to wheel. But Damien looks at the slightly faster car on the straight line anyway. It's going to be done on the brake by the looks of things here. Damien just has a lead. Riggs going to have to fight this on the outside, which isn't optimal for turn 14. Damien breaks that much and keeps the position, keeps the lead.
Very nicely done.
Somehow looking to have the faster car in the straight line. Brandock's looking at Owen here. Two Haas going to be looking for that podium here. We go on to lap 2. Is Riggs going to send one down the inside turn 1? No, he's not, thankfully. But no. Damien a bit deep.
A few cars going to pilling, by the way, for damage. That's Daniel and Billow. Of course, they got tangled up at the first corner. Eon goes wide, very wide, as a matter of fact, at turn 4. That's going to open the door for Brandox and his teammate to come through as they come down Culver Lane towards turn 5. Protox has a soft tire on, remember. He's down the inside of his teammate. He'll have the grip, but he doesn't have the exit speed to get past his teammate. He has to stay behind Eon, unfortunately loses the spot, but he might take that position back as they head towards the sphere. The wheel to wheel as they make their way through turns 7, 8, and 9.
Contact.
Oh, that's tight. Very tight indeed. But Protox stays in front. Yeah, Protox though needs to get a move on though, especially the fact he's on the soft compound tire. Get a move on and get as much of a gap as he can, but right now, that's looking a bit difficult at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking a bit difficult to pull a gap here early stages just due to the slipstream, which is going to hurt Profitox being one of two on the soft compound tires. Then you have a couple on the medium tires. Looks like the way to go, but we got to move for the lead. Riggs this time around is going to get into the lead, but again he's going to have the outside line for turn 14. But Damien backs Alpha. He concedes the position. He's going to go for some DR. He's going to take some DRS next lap. It's a nice run there through 13, 14, 15, 16, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, Dale's just going off the road there at turn 12.
I think him and Bill had an incident.
Yeah. Yeah, they both had something happen to them at Sands Avenue. Meanwhile, DRS now is enabled. And Damien will look to see if he can get the advantage on the Ferrari in front. And I think there was a position change between Porcorel and Lifebound, if I'm correct. DRS open.
No, just gets in the Ferrari mirrors, fills the mirrors with Alpine, gets in Riggs' head, tries to force a mistake, force Riggs to go deep off turn 5, which if you go deep from turn 5, you may as well be going into the casino because your race will be very much done.
Well,
there you go.
As they head down Sands Avenue. It's down Sands Avenue. 10 and 11. Of course, the DRS detection point is at the age of 12. Yep, he's retired in the pits. Damien will get DRS, and you're going to watch and see how effective the DRS is around this place. It's probably the most powerful DRS zone I've ever seen so far in anywhere I've seen. Meanwhile, Haas has changed places, and here comes the Alpine. Sorry to interrupt you, by the way. And there you go, well before the breaking zone. Yeah.
Oh, it's the left. It's just the amount of overspeed you get there. But yeah, we've got a split already. Top 5 have broken away from the rest of the pack. Pokerol needs to clear Lifebelt quickly to have any contention here. But here comes Profitox. He's going to look over on the outside of Riggs, and Riggs just lets it happen. But Profitox goes a bit deep here. Riggs going to fight this back through turn 3 and 4. Profitox has it there. It's going to be a switchback here for Riggs. Probably not, just due to the tire compound. So Profitox goes up into second. And here we looking to take the lead on the strip.
If he can do so, he's gained 4 spots. Him and Pokerel have gained 4 spots. The most out of anybody's Churdo has gained 6. As Lucas now gets out of Astros. That must have happened at Koval Lane. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead still brewing on as they make their way through the iconic Las Vegas Sphere.
Profitox is on the field.
Yeah. Right now he'll be looking.
This was an issue in Qatar. It'll be an issue in Vegas.
Well, he's gonna get DRS.
He's gambled on the safety cars.
Smalley Balls overtakes Astros there at turn 12. And we might see a Bell position change for the lead. As the Haas now moves to the left-hand side, halfway to the boulevard, well in front of the Alpine, takes the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Riggs gets to him as well at turn 14, gets in front. I think Soapbox also was Valley Pokerel, if I'm not mistaken, there down the strip. Frankis overtakes Andreo as they now make their way down towards Harmon Avenue to begin lap 5 of 25 here.
Yeah, Owen went deep off turn 14, almost into the wall, so that's put it into the clutches of Life. Brought Life Valley to contention here. Pokerel's already struggling on those mediums, it seems, because he's dropped off Life and lost the position to Soapbox, but Profitox is enjoying those softs. He's looking to pull a 1 second gap. He's got another 10.5 to do. He's very smooth for these next few corners. He might be able to do that. Damien's looking racy. Anyway, he wants to get ahead of Riggs quickly. He doesn't want to let Profitox pull away, because if you pull a 1 second gap here while leading and you leave the rest of the DRS straight, it could be an easy race. But Profitox does need some safety cars here because he is underfueled and it's really difficult to lift and coast around Vegas. Yes. Due to the lack of braking zones. It can be done, but you'll lose a lot of lap time. But what does he have?
There is something I have gathered a little bit in terms of that information. Apparently you can save fuel around this place by revving the hell out of the car down the boulevard. It's the most...
stick and 7th, yeah.
No,
that's
like...
burn fuel.
No, like if you go to 8th gear, as Showdown now gets to his teammate, no, if you rev line the entire way down the boulevard in 8th gear, you apparently save fuel. I don't know how that works, but that's what I've seen before. Oh my goodness me, Prophet Talks. How on earth did you not end up in the wall there? That thing was sideways like a shopping trolley. As in, we'll try to defend. That Stars might be going off the cliff at some stage, I'm guessing. Because now Riggs is all over the back.
Now he's struggling through distraction zones. He's also derating. This could be Riggs retaking the lead here. Because Profitox just does not have any traction. Riggs pulls ahead. Will retake the lead into turn 5. Damon's going to get ahead of Profitox. Profitox tries to squeeze around the outside, but there's no chance he can make a move around the outside turn 5. So he's dropped down into P3. And will he let his teammate by? Will there be some team wars that has? Braddock still let Profitox go a couple laps ago to let him take the lead. And he's quickly back in front of his teammates, so there could be team wars here, but you have to watch out for Owen.
I wouldn't do any team wars in this situation. Yeah, like you said, Owen's too close to them. You want to try at least follow the cars in front as best you can. Yeah, I think they just got to do the best they can to follow. But meanwhile, we might see, well, shall we see another battle change, or change of position for the lead. Actually, we might see another one for Haas as well. Yep, and there we go. Brandox takes 3rd, and Damien, well, what do you know, takes the lead.
Yeah. Protox, is he going to fight this back? No, he doesn't. Thankfully, that could have gone very wrong. If the Haas to start fighting, it would have been a repeat from Hungary. Haas having a front row lockout and ended up with a point because they got punches on the last lap.
Oof.
Virtual safety car.
I think that has to do with Lakitu. That might be... No? Who's got damage?
There's a few pitting.
Oh, Smalley Balls. He's got no front wing on his car.
Yeah. There was 3 cars together, so that's why I assumed there was. But virtual safety car, so cheap pit stop for some of the guys here anyway. And also, if you have a 5-second penalty, now's a good time to serve it. But for the guys that came out of an awkward time, a lot of drivers were past the pit lane. And very rarely do you see a VSC last over a lap, so I know it would have been good timing for Profitox and Cherno if they were able to pit, but they probably won't have that chance now.
Well, if the VSC ends now, I think this could play into the hands of Pokeral, who got that cheap pit stop, because he's on the hard tire. He could definitely carry those to the end from where he is.
Also, let's Profitox save the fuel. You can see now he's on the fuel save right now. So it's really played into Profitox's benefit. It will be heaven sent if he can make this pit stop before this VSC ends. As Profitox hit the Royal Flush here in Vegas. We'll see very soon. Oh, you don't know how bad they wanted to make a poker reference. Actually, we have Pokeral here, who has just gotten the Royal Flush.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, he got a cheap pit stop out of that whole thing.
DRS is enabled, so Profitox will not get that cheap pit stop, and we're about to get free wide for the lead here, I think, now. Brandox decides no tanks, Riggs and Damien fighting for this.
Oh, look how close they are.
Tight.
They are so close. There's a car sideways there too. That's Soapbox, who loses a spot to Frankie, but my goodness. Everyone's all so close on another here down Harmon Avenue as they make their way down to turn 1.
The front 6 are separated by a 1.5 seconds.
My goodness, yeah, they are very close.
And Heiffeld's going to send one on Owen here through turn 4. And he's going to have that position surely, unless Owen does a massive send here. Damon's going to think of sending it on Riggs. Again, he's just getting in the mirrors, trying to force a mistake from the Ferrari driver. But we have a load of the grid within DRS of each other right now.
Oh! Into the barrier goes Riggs! He spins! Oh no! I think he got tapped by Damien! There, it's a turn 6. Oh, was it
his own?
Oh, did he rear lock? Oh, he must have rear locked. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, he locked the rear.
Oh dear, I thought that was contact. No, that makes a lot of sense.
No, he locked the rear. I'm almost certain of that.
He's in the... Yeah, well, he's got damage too. End plate's missing on the Ferrari.
Very lucky to still be in the race. He hit that at an angle, could easily DNF with that. Well, that's ruined his race complete because he's going to have to pit now. But Brandox now is going to take the lead this race surely.
Yep, he's got the lead back.
No,
Provotox.
Provotox might take this lead. The Hasses are fighting.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
They
This
got
could go wrong. This go wrong. They played that well. They played that well.
Yeah, now he backs out of that.
They put themselves 1 and 2, but Damien's not happy about that. He might send one on Provotox. He's going to send one on Provotox down the inside turn 17. Very
Look at
close
that.
to contact there.
That's close.
Damien gets himself as the filling of the Haas sandwich now.
Yep, he's got in front, at least for now.
Into the pits.
Front of the
need some safety cars.
Yeah. Alright, well, into the pits goes Race. Unfortunate, though, with that front wing damage. Real locking there. And there goes Pokerel. Pokerel goes through as well. Lucas goes through. Yeah, he'll probably get behind Smalley Balls, I reckon.
Yeah, this is more playing in the hands of Pokerel because everyone fighting, that's just slowing up the pace, and he's got clean air to play with.
Yep.
This is really coming into Pokerel's hands, and he can finish this race on those hards, I'm pretty sure. 18 laps on the hards, they will be hurting towards the end, but he will be able to finish this race. And if this fight keeps going, like at the moment, he will comfortably be in the lead once everyone pits. He's got 17.5 seconds behind, and it's about 21 seconds for a pit stop here, so he'll have the lead here if he keeps up going at this pace. And he's gaining a decent bit every lap just because of how much fighting there is at the front. There's 9 cars within DRS of each other, but there's the man in P10 you need to keep the eyes on as Damien Reed passes in the lead. Braddock passes his teammate up into P2, but Damien regains that lead.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes for Pokerel. Yeah, he might get a massive undercut. Right now he's coming through the end of the boulevard, and everyone's just coming through the main straight. If he can keep this up, yeah, he'll definitely be looking good towards the end of the race. But yeah, the hards though, well, the problem is though, majority of the drivers on this grid on hards, they'll go to the mediums to the end of the race. They'll be quite rapid. Yeah, softs too.
Softs are, you know, Provotox is still doing good with us as Frankie's going to try to send one alone, and he sent it down the inside turn 5. Oh, has to cause damage for him.
Has he got damage from that?
I can't get an off board. I'll see now.
Oh, he has.
He's lost an nameplate. He's lost an nameplate.
Oh, so
that might be a steering inquiry.
Yep, he's got 4-way damage, so he'll have to go in to get that fixed. Yeah, definitely got squeezed.
So he's another one who needs safety car, and that's just. There are more coming too.
Oh my goodness me! Provotox ran into the back of Damien, nearly put him into the barrier. I don't think that was my intention though, but like that was really close.
Deep on the brakes, but
yeah, definitely.
Assuming he's always damaged because he's going to still go for the lead. Is Damien going to be happy about that? Making contact, then taking the lead of the race, and it's a Haas 1-2 again as Brandox gets ahead.
Does life back up for a move here too? Frankie going to the inside. Oh, he can't make a move there to turn 14.
Oh, makes sense. He's going to have to pit. He's going to have to pit. He's almost spinning 3 times there for 2 corners. But you know, he's carried on. I mean, Max Verstappen won the race with a broken end plate. Can don't repeat the same fate as Max Verstappen. Of course, in the game, you actually do suffer some cornering ability when you lose an end plate, unlike in real life where it actually makes you quicker. Because that makes so much sense.
Yeah, Provotox's still carrying on the soft tires. I'm gonna guess he's gonna wait till he goes to the medium compound tire to carry him to the end. Rick sets fast lap as well with a 34-1. Yeah, Haas 1-2 at the moment. Damien 3rd, followed by Lifebound and Frankie. But Eon, yeah, carrying that front weight damage. Yeah, he's definitely. He's not necessarily struggling that much, which I'm kind of surprised by, because he's still within DRS touch.
He's burning his DRS still, and you just see how he's going for these corners, like he's just drifting wide, almost into the wall off 11 there. He's on his track, is very much ugly. I think while he's in DRS range, he's just going to stay with it. But is there going to be another pass for lead? The Haas is going to swap positions again. Yep. Brandox into the lead. Is Damien going to try and put himself back in between. Frankie's ahead of Lifebelt. Damien is looking to get ahead of one Haas. Is he going to try two Hasses potentially here? He's going to send it.
No, I can't send on the other one. Yeah, he can't do it on the other one. Oh, but he hits the wall.
He hits the voice, but no damage. This might send Protox through. Damien's into the pits.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of the drivers are coming into the pits. Yeah, Brandov's in. Damien in. Oh my goodness, it's Frankie goes into the barrier because he collided with Damien. That's going to cause a safety car, and it does. Yeah, he...
Pokerhouse throws himself straight into the pits because that strategy puts him off kilter now.
Oh my goodness. Well, what happened was, I just saw it. Frankie was trying to overtake Damien in the pits, and Riggs gets a drive. Oh, Riggs gets a drive through for speeding under safety car. It just goes from bad to worse for him.
Yeah. I'm very to see why so much came in that lap, though.
Well, they were trying to... Well, I think they were just trying to separate each other, but then... Yeah, Frankie is... Yeah, causing that incident there by trying to it looked like he was trying to overtake Damien.
In the pit lane?
In the pits, yeah. He hit the pit lane wall on the right-hand side. And... Yeah, just headbutted it, and then the tire came off, and that caused the safety car.
Well,
that's the first time I've ever seen anybody headbutt the wall around this place. I've seen it around the other American track of Circuit of the Americas, but definitely not here.
It's the east side of the pit wall.
Yeah, but definitely not here.
For now, I don't know, how is this going to play in for like Protox?
Will this play into Protox's hands, or...?
It probably will, because he's going to have a full safety car pit stop.
Yeah.
And there was probably more chaos than that, I'm assuming, with so many cars closed. There was probably some cars being held in the pit boxes. So I think Protox is going to pit and come back out in the lead. I think Cherno might be P2, because Soapbox has a penalty to serve.
Well, we'll wait and see. So, they're coming in. Obviously, they have to yeah, they have to come in, of course. Pulls it up, nicely done there by Protox. Oh, but remember, Soapbox does have a 5-second penalty that he has to serve.
So lose. We'll see now. Where does Protox come out? It's going to be tight.
I feel like it'll
cut the first couple corners.
I think Brandox will take the lead. He'll take back the race lead.
He does, but I think Protox is ahead of Damien. It's going to be tight.
Oh,
I think Protox just happened, but Damien take.
Oh, but where was it in the safety car line? Oh my goodness, they were tight. Oh, Protox got him. Well before the safety. He got him ahead of him. He got ahead of him at the safety car line. So it's an ass 1-2 all over again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cherno up to P5 and Drero's P6. Soapbox up to P8, so that's not too bad for him. Only able to get that wing change, so he's only lost one position for the safety car period while having a wing change. That's good for him. Poker out the site is the only man on hard compound tires. He's not gone his way now. He just whipped out the Royal Flush and then got kicked out of the casino because it turned out he had a second pack of cards in his tuxedo. I can't say I know someone who did that. They brought a second pack of cards to a casino, but they were promptly thrown out.
Right.
I may have been with said person, and they told everyone that they were doing it, and we were like, "You're getting kicked out." He didn't believe that he thought he could be slick. No, he wasn't. He got caught the first time he did it.
Jeez.
Started
Smart man.
thinking he was like a magician.
Well, I guess it'll take us time then to look at the iconic landmarks here in Las Vegas then. All these beautiful little hotels and whatnot. My hotel, though, is just on the left-hand side of the screen, if you want to know where that is.
Yeah, how rich are you?
I'm not that rich. I promise you I am not that rich.
And yet you can afford to go to Friday and Saturday and stay in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, okay. If you want to know what it cost me for the 2 tickets for Thursday and Friday, it costs me a total of $400, which isn't too bad. Yeah, it did.
Okay, that's combined of the 2 races I'm going to next shift for Spain and Hungary for 4 weekends.
All right. Well, they did.
Still 400.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a lot. I expected it to be a lot, and then I think.
I mean, to have like 2 days, that's not too bad.
And I think, well, okay, I guess we're gonna go over my financials.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
how much do you make on a year per average?
I'm not gonna give that much of a detail.
You're scared the tax man's gonna find you?
No,
Uh,
I just don't like to give out any of that sort of secret.
Fair enough, fair
Secrets.
enough. I'm so
Yeah.
surprised it was only 400 for the practice and quality day.
Well, that's combined. So like practice would have
Yes.
been like 140 or something like that. I don't remember the exact amount, but I think it was like 140 for practice.
Like,
And
where were you on the track?
Thursday I was at Harmon Avenue, West Harmon Avenue, which is
Which
where
is turn.
the pitch straight leading onto turn 17.
That should have been good. Jeez, I wonder how. Like that's probably high tier.
And honestly, West Harmon and the Sphere is not really the most high end. The most high end is obviously the pitch straight, of course.
Yeah, I guess.
The main grandstand. Or there's also grandstands over where the boulevard is as well. They're kind of like clubbish areas. Obviously they're way too expensive. I can't afford that. But
And yet, oh yeah, didn't the hotels drop their prices a lot coming up to the race because no one was booking hotels?
pretty much. I mean, like I was there for 2 nights, and I was at a hotel called the Horseshoe, and
I've
I
heard
think,
that one.
yeah, yeah, I was there for 2 nights. I think it cost me like $300 a night. Not night, sorry, for 2 nights. Sorry.
That's cheaper than Dublin. Jesus Christ, I spent $250 on a hotel in Dublin a few weeks ago. Anyway, we're about to have a safety car restart before I lose my mind over the price of Ireland. But it's a Haas 1-2. The American team are leading in America. It's kind of awkward place to do a restart here. That's the slipstream you're going to get, but Brandox is away. Was the communication by the team, but Damien's right on the rear of Protox. Is he going to set one into turn 1? There's going to be a few sending here, I think.
Oh, there's real lucky there from Andrea.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Like
Definitely
that,
misses break.
back.
Oh, contact! Big collision there. My goodness me. Cherno's been had a massive
How
spin.
is he still in this race?
I don't know. He's got front-wing damage and it reset the track. That's definitely going to be a penalty, I imagine. But yeah, him and Lifeboat had a collision. As you did see, I caught the last bit of it. Yeah, there was definitely contact.
Lifeboat had to avoid Damien, and then it just led to a domino effect. I think it was like a 3-wide situation between Lifeboat, Owen, and Cherno, and something had to give, and it was Cherno's race and his wing.
Yeah.
And somehow not his entire car.
And then also another thing too was Andrea completely missing his braking point at turn 1 and nearly running to the back of one of the cars in front. Ooh,
Yeah, I think that was just a pure domino effect, and Owen once again is missing his end plate.
Did he not change the front wing, or did he?
He was the one who collided with Cherno, so I wouldn't be surprised if that caused more damage.
Oh,
But
that makes a little
Brandox has some lead right now. If he can maintain that with DRS is enabled, this could be big for him. Lucas and Poker out fighting through the boulevard, and I think Lucas got the better of that. Smalley Balls might send one.
He is.
Him and Bill going wheel to wheel.
Oh, that's tight. How on earth did they make it through that? I don't know. Promitos.
Here comes Damien.
Yeah, yep, loses the spot to Damien at turn 17. As you say, it's Martin
Lightbout's going to
Brundle's
send one
win
alone, I
streak.
think, here.
Yeah, to the Martin
Yeah,
Brundle
we
court.
already have...
Oh, Lightbout's got no end plate too, actually.
Yeah, he was... Yeah, it was Lifeboat, Owen, and
Yeah.
Cherno that were part of that.
Yeah, I saw the
free incidents.
Yeah, I saw that bit with Lifebout and Cherno, but yeah, I didn't see Owen get involved until I saw his end plate missing. Oh, that's a bit close there, but
Yeah, I think Owen's got a bit more than end plate damage this time around because he is stuck in a lot of soapbox. Easy gets through him on turn 4. Damage on that McLaren. But we're seeing a significantly more field spread than we saw before the safety car. Brandox
yeah, he's just
pulling away at the moment. If Profitox can play the team game here, stay with Damien and just bother him a bit, let Brandox pull away, take an easy win. But will Profitox want to play the team game here? He's also in the championship fight.
yeah,
He
no,
might be thinking of his own battle.
yeah, no, he's pulled a 2-second lead. The guy's really just decided I just don't want to be a part of this whole thing. here. Does Provitas line up a move here? Not to this heavy braking zone of turn 14. Such a weird braking zone as well. It's a slight elevation as soon as you brake into that corner as well. It's very awkward, I feel, to that bit. Alright, next lap, DRS will be enabled again on lap 17 of 25. And the gap right now between the leader and second is 2.1 seconds.
Lifebelt's caught up to them. We have DRS from second down to down to 13th now. Billow's flirting with it with Smalley balls, but right now Provitas, if he can border Damien, this should be an easy win for Brandox.
Oh, not close enough there for Provitas to make a move.
No, it'll be the strip and make the moves, surely.
Yeah.
Soapbox looking really racy since this restart.
Pokerall's out. He's at turn. That's a turn
Safety
5.
car.
A safety car has come out for the second time. He goes into the wall at the outside at turn 5.
And Pokerall has been dealt the worst hand possible, and it is game over. He has folded here tonight. He went all in, and he just got a 3 and a 4.
You really love making poker references.
I like playing poker. I'm good at it.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Also, his name is literally Pokerall.
Yeah, true. It is Pokerall. Okay, that's true.
Here comes the gambling situation. Who pits for softs? Who stays out?
Yeah, true.
And there's going to be double stacking with Haas, and a couple double stacking here. We'll have Haas double stacking, McLaren double stacking, and Ferrari will be double stacking, I think.
Well, Lucas is going to get the worst of it because he's going to have to wait for Owen to pit with that front wing damage if he does pit. If he does pit.
I think both fastest are pitting because Protox is backing up a bit, creating a gap as much as he can without impeding Lifebelt. Now let's hope no one goes into the back of anyone in the pits. Is someone going to gamble? Almost in the back of Lifebelt. I think they did make contact. I think everyone's in.
Yeah, everybody's in. And yep, soft tires at the go for mostly everybody. Yep, double step for Haas, and then double step for Alfa Romeo.
Mediums.
Oh, mediums.
Oh, that has to be a mistake.
Oh dear. Yeah, double stack there from Alfa Romeo. Billo got the worst of it, it seemed. And both McLarens are outside the top 10. Yeah,
almost to change his wing, so that just made it double trouble for Lucas. He had to wait for his teammate to change his front wing.
Yeah, very good.
Brandox, that surely is a mistake, and he is going to be vulnerable.
Yeah, to Damien.
The softs won't die. We saw with Providox that the softs can do 10 laps easily in raceful conditions, so Brandox surely made a mistake here. He's going to have to take the hurt. And this is just giving it to Damien by looks of things. It looks like Brandox has thrown away this win. He just didn't change it. And Jarrell looked... Stowbox, he's been very racy since the safety car. He's shot himself up the field. Can he be looking at the podium or maybe even a win, potentially? Astro shot himself up the field massively. The reason we had to do a restart, he's up to P6 now. 14 runners left. We'll have about 6 laps of racing when the safety car comes in. And it'll be very much chaotic.
Well, we gotta wait for Sheridan to catch up, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I think it'll be next lap.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody on softs except for Brandox, and yeah, I probably would imagine that, like you said, that probably was an error by the pit crew. I imagine.
He forgot to change the tyre selection. I think it automatically had it on mediums, and he probably assumed it was going to be on softs. That's my guess to what happened. It's common to do. You automatically think that the game reads you when it doesn't. You have to tell it what to do.
Yeah. Bit of a weird game, as we all know.
I mean, at least we haven't had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles appear, like real life, as Lucas is pitting again. I'm guessing he's towards the back, so have that 1 lap fresher tires. And I'm assuming he's going to come out ahead of Cherno, so for the price of 1 position, he'll have 1 lap fresher tires, I mean, on this game, especially with softs on the dying ends, as no, he's going to lose 2 positions here. So for the price of 2 positions, he gets 1 lap fresh of softs now. Towards the end of a race, with the situation, 1 lap fresh of tires can make a difference. Because like having fresh, brand new tires does give you a slight bit of an edge early days, but it's a gamble by Lucas.
Yeah, it is a gamble nonetheless, but he's got to have a lot of positions to make up. Nice little shot looking over the strip, by the way.
It's not the worst situation to be in anyway. I'd much rather be last on 1 lap fresh of tires than first on mediums when everyone else is on softs. Because Brandox has everything to lose. Lucas has nothing to lose, so he can just start saying it. But Brandox, he's gotta be aware that he may have made a mistake here. And he's gonna have to pull some defensive effort here to keep this first place for 6 laps. Oh, I'm assuming it'll be in this lap. We only get the notification when they get through turn 16 for whatever reason on Vegas, which means Brandox is not going to have much option for when he puts the foot to the ground, and Damien is going to be fully aware of that, and we'll have 2 laps until DRS.
Should be in it, Kane, soon. There we go. Safety car is now in this lap.
Ooh, Mr. Brandox, 2007. You're on the wrong tyre. You need to keep the lead for 6 laps. There's a bit of movement already. Some drivers want to get this going. They're
look
almost
how bunched up they are.
file and file coming.
Yeah, he can't overtake. Remember, he can't overtake before the control line. He's going. Yep. Oh, there's side-by-side action with Rendreo and Protox. Oh, that's close there. Subbox nearly got involved too. As now back under green, Protox holds the position at least for turns 1, 2, and 3. Subbox though nearly got it to a bit of contact between himself and Andreo. As now the Aston Martin of Astro, he looked for a move there on Subbox. He couldn't find anything there as they make their way up towards turn 5. Down Koval Lane, a little side-by-side action between Lakitu and Smalley Balls down at turn 5 as they make their way down the Sphere chicane. The Red Bull gets in front now of the Ferrari. Meanwhile, up to Andreo. Oh dear, what's happened? Andreo's
spin.
He did have spin. I think you're right on that. Yeah.
I just saw in the background the car looked like it was about going the wall. I think he lost the traction. And
oh,
had to
both Red Bulls. They're side by side. There's contact between the 2 Red Bulls. The team orders, I guess. Horner's not going to be happy about that. But Andreo gets in front of his teammate.
But here comes Damien.
Yep. This is for the lead.
The lead again. There's 1 second behind to Protox. But Brando's going to try to fight this back, I think. He's lifted off, actually. He's going to wait later to try and retake this position. He's going to try and force Damien to waste his tyres here. He's got a lot to do, though.
Look at how much of a gap the top 2 have got already.
I think Brandox should have retaken that position, though.
We'll wait and see. It's still not over the battle for the lead. It's also going to be a battle for P3 soon. Billow.
Yeah, here comes Soapbox.
Oh, down outside. Oh, he half spins nearly in front of the Ferrari. Oh my goodness me! The Ferrari nearly got collected by the Alfa Romeo at turns 2 and 3. Unfortunately, they managed to keep each other at least out of the barrier. Meanwhile, they are side by side. Alfa Romeo gets in front. Billow gets in front of Lakitu up into 9th place still.
And look out for Soapbox. I've said since the safety car, he is being very racy, almost up to P3. He could be a shot in the dark for this win here. Potentially, if Brandox to stay with Damien, force the fight, and if Soapbox can clear Protox quickly, this could be Soapbox's race. He started well down the grid also. He's just been absolutely flying the second half of the race.
Well, keep in mind as well, Brandox is still keeping up with Damien, in on the medium compound
and he's
tires.
going to retake the lead.
Yeah, I think he will. There you go. He retakes the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
And it's going to be moved for the podium here. Soapbox moves up into P3, but he's going to be looking a bit further ahead. He's going to be looking for this win now, surely. With these two fighting at the front, this could bring Soapbox into contention for this win. Meanwhile, battle for the points between Owen and Lakitu, and Owen takes back the points here up into P10. Now 4 laps to go. Is Damien going to send one? He doesn't, almost into the back of Brandox. But DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, you don't want to set it here. Oh, well, Soapbox, I think, will get DRS now.
He has it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a second.
The entire grid has DRS on each other.
They do. They do have DRS.
Except if you're Brandox.
And speaking of that, oh, Damien nearly committed.
No, he's been doing that the whole race. Just pulls out, try and force a mistake at the car in front. He was doing this earlier.
Oh, Lakitu.
Lakitu's gone straight on into turn 5.
Yep, he's gone off a Koval lane. Must have broke himself, I think.
It's happened a few times for him.
Not the first time we've seen anybody outbroke himself here in Vegas.
No, but unfortunately, fortunately, he didn't put himself in the wall.
Alright. Well, 3.5 laps to go. Brandox still keeping the lead. Oh, but he almost did it there.
He almost took the rear wheel off that car. With his DRS on board the Alpine, is this going to be another pass on the strip for the lead? It will be. And can Soapbox try something here? It's a bit too far back. It'll be a lunge
if he goes
for it.
No, he's too far away.
He's backed out.
Yeah, he needs to...
Oh, Damien!
Yeah. Oh!
He almost put himself in the wall. He was going into the wall there. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead here as we go on to lap 23 here.
Side-by-side action.
Who's going to back?
Oh, contact. Oh, dearie me, Brandox. Yellow flags there at sector 3. Meanwhile, though, Brandox, Soapbox, and Damien. Here's Soapbox to the outside. Into turns 3 and 4, but Damien's still holding the inside line. He still keeps the position, I think. No, Soapbox actually gets the position.
In turn 5. Soapbox takes the lead.
Astro's looking interested as well. Lifeboat. Oh, Damien. Oh, my goodness. Has he got damage from that?
No, I think he just robbed. I think Damien just robbed him against the wall. You can definitely hear the scraping anyway. No, he's got a way of damage there anyway, but definitely some scraping there. But Soapbox, I said it, he's been looking... He's been flying it since the first safety car. He's into the lead. Can he keep it for 2.5 more laps?
Yeah, look at all these cars with hid DRS, as you have been saying too. All within DRS range.
He's into turn 12.
He's not going to get DRS. He's going to be a sitting duck here.
Wheel to wheel.
Here we go down the Strip Boulevard. The Alpine gets DRS. Same with the Haas. Look at all this. Yep, he lets it happen. Oh my goodness, there's nearly an accident there between Damien and Brandox. Down the strip, Brandox has the inside line. Damien has the grippier tires. He will get around the outside. Provotox overtakes Astros, or at least he's trying to. Nearly sideways, actually there with a Red Bull in the background there. I think that might have been Andrea. And Brandox, yeah, takes the lead back, but will that last for long? As he now moves into the penultimate lap. We're in the penultimate lap.
Oh, how have they not touched?
Oh my goodness, it's so close. Oh, contact. The Red Bull's still surviving that lifeboat. Meanwhile, though, Astros has retaken 4th, I think, from Provotox. Yeah, or at least trying. No, Provotox. No, can't make the move down there. Meanwhile, lifeboat trying to battle the Red Bulls. He's going to send it to the inside of Andreo. He's trying. I don't think so yet. I don't think so.
Oh, this could go wrong.
Oh, rear locks the car. He had a bit of rear locking. And another Red Bull that hits the Williams. They go around turn 9. The Williams goes into the barrier there briefly. But I don't think there's damage. No, he got away with it.
Almost spun Andrero after that with the ricochet. Surprised Andrero didn't go into this teammate, but there's 1.5 more laps to go of it, and there's 13 cars with contention here, realistically. Because it could all happen on this last lap. There's going to be some mad sense here. And guess what? Damien's not even open DRS.
No, he's going to wait until... Well, you got to be careful, though. You got to be careful of
Soapbox. He doesn't even have DRS open. I think there's actually a glitch on my end.
Oh, but the Red Bulls, hello.
Bill Hook has 3 seconds. That's going to destroy him.
Yeah,
We
had a
go
bit
on to
of
the final lap. There's 4.5 seconds separating 13 cars.
This is gonna.
Bradox is making it work, but 1 lap to decide it. Who's
Oh,
gonna win it?
Bradox has a bit of a real lock up there.
I think
At
that's
turn
DRS
one.
game.
That was he. Damien backed out just a little bit. He will get DRS down Colville Lane. Main thing is he got to be careful with Soapbox. He's right there. He has to overtake. He has to do something here. Protox is going to try to do something here. This is 3 abreast into turn 5. Protox takes the lead at turn 5. He's got it at turn 5, but there's still too many cars behind him that will get DRS. Heading down the boulevard.
No one wants to lead this right now. Braddock sends it.
There's contact. The contact.
Giving Protox the win.
It could have actually. You're probably right. It's 3 abreast nearly into turn 12.
That's probably.
And they're at it. And Protox.
It has.
Protox is not going to have DRS straight behind. He's pulled off the ultimate game. He has pulled off the ultimate game at turn 5. But what's gonna happen for the podium though?
Davis up to P2, Braddox is up to P3, Soapbox
3 abreast in the midfield too.
But I'm expecting an absolute saint here from Braddox.
Into turn 5 we go. Oh, this is tight. Oh, contact. Unbelievable. But meanwhile, though, Protox, the move that got him the race win will be confirmed. He wins here in Las Vegas. A fantastic final lap move at turn 5, sending it to the inside when it was 3 abreast. He wins. Damien second, and Braddox will claim third. It's a 1-3 for Haas. Lifebound fourth, followed by Smalley Balls, Astros, Riggs. Nice recovery after the drive-through, by the way. Soapbox, though, gets 8th place after not getting DRS on that final lap. Lucas and Andrea.
Seconds going onto the strip, he finishes 8th. No one wanted to lead that race. And then Protox went, you know what, I'll fancy my chances here. I'll send one down the inside. Well, you the rest of you's battle it out. And due to them all battling it out, Protox wins it. They were too focused on each other. And Protox just drove down the road.
And gets driver of the day. I'm not surprised by that.
There was going to be a long Stewart's investigation because Brandox did an absolute send in a corner you do not send it. And that's gifted the win to his teammates. Okay. I mean, the biggest loser there is Soapbox,
really.
He was looking like he was going to win it, and then he finishes 8th because he is the man giving the DRS on the strip. Oh
wow!
And somehow we only had 3 DNFs.
I cannot believe what we just saw there, but my goodness. Protox on the last lap, setting at turn 5 on Damien and his teammates to get the, and Soapbox actually too, if I'm not mistaken, to get the race win.
Yeah, the disco's looking very nice at the moment, I have to say that much, but Protox, who was probably 5th going into the final lap, wins it in Vegas. He took the gamble, he took the lead, and due to everyone else fighting with each other, he just goes, I'll see you at the hotel, lads. Damien takes P2, Brandox P3, Lifebelt 4th, Smalley Balls 5th, Astro 6th after everything, Riggs 7th after everything that happened to him. Soapbox, he started the race 8th, he finishes 8th, it was a lot more than that for him, unfortunately. Lucas 9th, and Trevor will complete the points in 10th, Cherno 11th, Billow 12th, Owen 13th, Lakitu 12th, we lost Pokeral, Frankish, and Daniel. So, that was that with Vegas.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, that was a very, very crazy race on the final laps.
I think we're in Austria next week. Please be more calm. Oh, Austria's another DRS game fest.
Yeah, it can be. There's 3
and it
DRS.
Is Austria, and that is pure DRS game, Austria.
Yeah.
Well, same time next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I guess should we see if we can get them in here? If they want to do interviews.
there could be some choice words. I'll just say that much.
Mm.
Except for Prof Docs, he'll just be laughing.
Probably. Well,
He'll just, if I mean, like, I can imagine, like, if I was Prof Docs, I'd be laughing after what I just witnessed.
yeah. No, like, he was just gift wrapped to that race win, just after sending it. But we all thought he was going to be vulnerable.
He box position and finish Dave.
Oh, I know. He should have.
He wins it because everyone else, like, did they notice Prophet Talks passing them? Because he came out of nowhere. Yeah.
I guess not.
Yeah, Damien, Brandox, and Soapbox all just not driving, and Prophet Talks just goes, "Oh, nice." And I don't think they noticed him past. Because none of them wanted to be the lead car. Which they weren't. That was Providox. It was about 3 seconds down the road.
Yeah. Well, I'll invite them in here if they want to join. And see if
anyone wants to join, but... I'm very concerned about what could be said.
We'll wait and see what happens, I guess.
Oh, God.
But... Yeah, no, that was quite dramatic, that race. Vegas does tend to bring some drama, and we definitely got that here in Las Vegas tonight.
Meanwhile, in the championship, I believe Brandox will keep the lead. He finished P3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he will keep the lead. Damien is going to move up into P2, I'm pretty sure. Provatox... You know what, let's go with Fierce Acquire. We'll wait till next week to figure out this order.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a few Fierce Acquires.
Well, yeah, they'll definitely be...
Just on that last lap.
I think there'll be more than just the last lap. We definitely saw quite a few incidents as well. Besides...
Oh, yeah, but that last lap needs its own serious investigation.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I think that is that for us.
Yeah.
Damien doesn't do interviews, so I'm not sure about the other two.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any interviews from what it looks like.
No, unfortunately. But we'll see in Austria, where it will probably once again be a DRS chicken fest.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's that. Yeah, what a dramatic race. Anyway, I've been K1997, my co-commentator, of course, being Rando, and we'll see you back next week then for round 5 of the championship at the Red Bull Ring at Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix. Take care, everybody.